and legal concerns surrounding the dealing of Hunter Biden. According to photos obtained by the New York Post, the son of the president was recently at a ritzy New York City art gallery, reportedly selling his paintings for, get this everyone, up to $200,000, but like they're Monets. But ask yourself, what would the market be for these paintings if Hunter's last name wasn't Biden? Could this just be another troubling example of influence peddling by the Biden family? Who knows? Now, House Republicans have vowed to investigate all of the Biden family's shady dealings and have vowed to conduct oversight amid growing evidence that the Bidens have used their political status for profit. Here to explain more, incoming chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman James Comer. Sorry, Congressman. What's interesting here is that we keep hearing about Hunter, but we do know that this is really about Joe Biden, right? That he's the big guy, that this is not just about the son. Mm-hmm. This is strange things, not just with the laptop and Ukraine and China, but when you're looking at the kind of money with the sales of artwork. Is this also the kind of thing you're going to be looking into when you take a look at what's happening here?
Absolutely. I mean, when you hear more stories about outrageous activities that the Biden family's engaged in, you have to ask yourself, where's Joe Biden on this? Why doesn't he have the decency to rein the family in? I mean, with respect to this artwork, I honestly thought that after the first round of artwork that sold for over $500,000 to where we believe is an outfit in China, we thought Joe Biden would say, cut it out, no more. I mean, that's crossing the line. Even Walter Schaub, who was Obama's ethics chief, called out the Bidens on this, stating the obvious, that obviously this is an ethics violation. No modern day artist sells art for anywhere near that amount, especially someone who just started painting a few weeks prior to that. So yes, this is another example of Biden influence peddling, and that's why we're investigating Joe Biden.
You know, we look at these pictures and I was thinking, my gosh, I think I was doing that in high school. And maybe I should have become a painter. You never know, right? So I think this is what the American people also are concerned about as the Republicans come in, sir, is that we want investigations, but we want you to walk and chew gum at the same time. We want some results. We want some action that holds people accountable for what it is we've seen the Biden family doing. Is that what your intention is? Is that what the American people can expect?
Absolutely. I mean, the American people are concerned about corruption. They don't want to see a president who families involved in influence peddling. I mean, when you ask yourself, what business are the Bidens in? I mean, they don't own anything. They don't manufacture anything. They don't have any employees. They don't have any office space. Their business is influence peddling. Now Hunter is painting artwork in his garage. I mean, this is ridiculous. And the question that everyone should ask themselves is, who's buying this artwork? We believe that first round of artwork went to China based on conversations that the owner of that art gallery in New York had with people saying that he's the new art broker to China in the United States. So that would lead one to believe, with Hunter's previous dealings in China, that artwork went to China. When you study what China does to infiltrate the United States, they launder money through the art world. That's a common fact. So all the boxes are checked that would lead one to be suspicious of who's buying the Biden artwork. I mean, I don't think any art enthusiast in the world, no matter how liberal they are, would say that Hunter Biden's artwork should sell for a higher premium than any modern day artist in America. I mean, that's ludicrous. That's why we're going to continue to investigate this family to try to determine if this administration's compromised because of these shady business dealings.
There's some other things you're going to also, obviously, I think, have to deal with when the big news these days, of course, are the Twitter files, right? We're hearing about people in the government, urging these tech companies to censor the American people. Is that something on your list to look at? Because the tranche of information now that's coming out that Elon Musk is releasing should give you a very good purview of who's been involved in trying to influence an election, change an election, right, with censorship or with shutting down conversations. Is that something you guys are going to get your hands on?
Absolutely. We've already requested information based on Elon Musk's first Twitter file drop. with the 3 individuals he named in leading the effort to ban the laptop story, which we now know is true. Look, I look at it differently than some. Twitter's a private company. I believe they're entitled to do whatever they want. My concern is when the government steps in. And what we have here, more evidence of the FBI communicating with big tech, with social media companies. We always suspected this. Now we know Zuckerberg was the first to proclaim this. Now, through these emails, we're seeing this happen with Dorsey while he was at the helm at Twitter. The government should never be involved in suppressing free speech. And what we have here is the government, and we're talking about the FBI, and who knows what the Biden administration's done. We haven't gotten to that part yet. They were playing a leading role in telling Twitter to ban conservatives on social media outlets, to ban conservative speech. And you wonder, where does this end? Is it just big tech? Did they work with media outlets like Gannett and other outfits that are clearly biased towards liberals? I mean, this is something that needs to be investigated, and the Republicans are going to investigate it on day 1 in January.
Well, good, because it looks like it set a standard that they can violate constitutional frameworks that protect Americans if they use other entities as proxies, and that